Hi everyone, today I'm back with my Delusion art journal and I will be working with the decoupage paper and decoupage napkin. This is a decoupage paper, it's not a napkin, so it's a little thick for pasting purpose, and it does not wrinkle like a decoupage napkin do. So what I'm doing right now is first gluing it down as my base layer. I'm using matte medium for that. Once I made sure that everything is glued down, I put a top layer onto the decoupage paper and dried it down. And after that, I just trimmed it, and it's ready for the next stage. Now I have pulled out this decoupage napkin with vintage cars and balloons, vintage balloons images, and I'm cutting one portion out of the full napkin for the car, and for the balloons I'm going to fussy cut them out by using a wet brush and spreading it around the image, and then taking out the image nicely. So the reason for doing that is it gives a feathered edge to the napkin, and it saves me from a big long fussy cutting for this kind of intricate design. Also, I would like you to notice that I have not separated the layers uh, as of now. Both the napkin have 3 layers. So the theme for this art journal is, sorry, never forgot to tell you earlier. So the theme for this art journal is travel and location. That's why the base decoupage paper has got a map pattern on it, and that's why I'm using all these cars and balloons for background elements. And now I have this umbrella man die from which I have cut down the umbrella man. What I want to do is, instead of umbrella, I want him to hold one of these vintage balloons. So that's the kind of a whimsical look I want in the page. Time to color the umbrella man, because I earlier wanted to make him black and cut him out from a black cardstock, but later on I changed my mind and wanted to give him some of the same accent colors which were there in the base decoupage paper. The salvage patina and vintage photo smushing didn't give me the kind of intensity I wanted in the color, so I switched to this dilution color, and it gave me the kind of intensity I wanted in this die cut. So now I've decided where and how I want to place the elements. I'm going to remove the 2 layers from all these decoupage napkins, and later on I decided to leave the black car, vintage car, out of the page because the page was getting very busy and I was not liking that kind of look. I use matte medium to glue down everything, and now I'm gluing down the umbrella man. Once all the decoupage elements are glued down, I noticed that there were some hard lines, and to hide these lines, I took the gesso out and blended these edges. Once the gesso dried, I can see that now the cars and balloons look like the part of the page rather than independent elements. That gives the focal element of the umbrella man to stand a chance, and it draws the eyes to the center, which was not happening earlier. It's time to add more texture to the page. So once I am happy with how the background look, I'm going to start giving some texture using these stencils. So I'm using two stencils for giving texture on this page. I like the arrow style design in this stencil, and I thought it was perfect for this particular page. And I'm going to use this vintage photo and mainly going to keep the pattern with the vintage photo on the edges. Okay, so this is how the page looks, and now because there's already some text in the base paper, time to add some splatters. So this is the quote I selected for today. This is a free printable that I found online and printed on mini Kodak Bluetooth printer. By the time the video was finished and the picture was taken, I was undecided about the framing of the edges of the art journal. I did that eventually, and you can see that in photos. For a change, instead of black and vintage photo, I went for Payne's gray color. And here's the close-up. I am happy with all the textures that is happening on the page, from the bottom map pattern paper to all the vintage elements to the texture of the stencil. And before selecting the quote, I noticed the umbrella man was hanging in midair, so I gave him a travel case to stand on and not look awkward. So this is all for today, guys. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.